Hey guys, it's Elson Muscles here, and this is gonna be a different kind of video. I have a lot to say. I have a lot of things to talk about today. Unfortunately, I'm sorry I did not get a NFL week picks out. I will be getting it up next week. I'll be getting a week 12 predictions video up hopefully next week. And oh my God. All right, so sorry about this, folks. I'm literally just getting breaking news right now. AJ Green's supposed to have a significant hamstring tear and commits the entire 2016 season. I gotta say, AJ Green, get better. Get ready for next season because the Cincinnati Bengals playoff hopes, thanks to Mr. Garrison, the young assassin Garrison Newkirk's favorite team, the Buffalo Bills, have officially eliminated the Cincinnati Bengals from the 2016 playoffs. And with today, my team, my first subject is the Steelers' victory lap. After 4 straight losses, we finally get our first freaking victory. I am so happy. Yeah, we got our first victory after freaking 4 losses in a row. Finally get our big win against Cleveland, which eliminates Cleveland from the postseason as well. So with that being said, my predictions, I will give you guys rapid fire real quick. I've missed 2 so far today because I picked the Panthers. I picked the Panthers 28-23. I picked the Buffalo Bills 21-20. I picked the Cowboys over the Ravens. Oh, I actually picked the exact same score, and they actually ended up being – I picked them 27-17 to beat Baltimore, and they won 27-17. That is pretty crazy. The Detroit Lions over the Jaguars. I picked the Detroit Lions 35-17, and they won. I picked the Tennessee Titans 28-24 over the Colts, but unfortunately the Colts won because Tennessee did not show up today for most of the game. I picked the Kansas City Chiefs over the Buccaneers 38-20, but unfortunately the Buccaneers won. So my only 2 losses today are the Buccaneers and the Colts, the Buccaneers and the Colts winning. I did not pick them because I picked Tampa Bay to be one of my guaranteed teams to lose. But this goes back to what I'm saying. Kansas City has those games where they don't show up, which is unfortunate. They didn't show up against Oakland. They didn't show up here, which is even at home. I don't know how they lost to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home. That's just ridiculous, honestly. I picked the Vikings to rebound over the Cardinals 34-21. I picked the Giants to destroy the Bears 42-24, and they ended up winning. Let me see. Give me a second. I picked the Steelers, obviously. I thought it was going to be 34-17 game. It ended up being 24-9. I picked the Patriots over the 49ers. I think it was 49-12 or something like that. I picked the Seahawks over the Eagles 28-21, but I picked the Redskins over the Packers 30-24, and I picked the Raiders over the Texans. I think it was 24-17 or something like that. Yeah, 24-17. But right now it looks like Los Angeles is winning. The 49ers might have a chance to take the lead over the Patriots. And the Seahawks are down by 6 because the one does something interesting. This is an NFL record today. 11-point PATs have been missed today. 11 PATs have been missed. That is unreal. Back in the 70s, it was probably worse. The last time was like 1985. It was much worse because there was only 22-yard field goal attempts. PATs. This is 33 yards, so it's a little bit worse. But honestly, the Pittsburgh Steelers, I did want to say I'm so happy they won. What a great victory, a great defensive victory they had today. They completely shut down the Cleveland Browns for the most part, except for some stupid penalties, which are hit and miss. We should have gotten I know a couple of them should have counted. I will agree with that. But we should have at least had 30 because that stupid freaking roughing the passer penalty was not even close to roughing the passer. Honestly, it was a pretty great game for the most part. There were some penalties here and there, but offense didn't really need to do much to win this game, except for having Le'Veon Bell have his A game, and he did, which I was very happy about. The Steelers deserve this victory. I cannot believe I actually saw when it was 14-0 at half, when it was 6-0 at halftime. 6-0 before the Browns gave up those huge penalties. They said, "So you think there's a chance?" The Browns fans are saying. I'm like on a message where I'm like, No, nope. Then when it was like 5 seconds, this was the best part of the game. I shared this on Facebook. I thought this was hilarious. The Browns gave up 8 points through three untimed plays. That was ridiculous. Oh my goodness! Wow. Okay, because the ending of the first half, which was ridiculous. The first half was end of the first half. Literally, there was, I think it was 5 seconds left in the game. Ben Roethlisberger goes to a pass attempt to Brown. There's a defensive holding, and they decide to extend the game time. Then guess what happens the next freaking play? There's another penalty on pass interference on the defense. Oh man, this was on Antonio Brown as well, who unfortunately did not catch a touchdown. Then we ended up getting the touchdown thanks to Le'Veon Bell's a 1-yard touchdown run, and then getting the 2-point conversion. Yeah, pretty much both literally they're both untimed downs, so I was very happy about that. But yeah, though the Steelers had a much deserved this victory. It was a great victory for them. I am so happy they got a win. And thanks to Cincinnati, Baltimore, and Cleveland for all losing. The Browns and Bengals are now out of the playoffs completely because AJ Green's going to be out for the season. Here's my thing, though. I was going to say the Bengals were going to have a slight chance, but now with AJ Green being out the rest of the season with a significant tear in his hamstring, they're done. I'm telling you guys, Pittsburgh and Cincinnati probably going to get moved out to a primetime game, which kind of sucks, but they probably will take that game out, unfortunately, because it's going to be a blowout because Pittsburgh's going to destroy them without A.J. Green. With A.J. Green, I thought it would have been a close game, but with A.J. Green being out, like literally, there's no chance. I saw the injury. Not good. Not good for the Bengals fans. Literally, like I know there were some people, I was reading some message boards about people reading the game. It was so silent there at the Bengals game, you could hear a pin drop. It was unreal. Even the Bills fans were quiet because they were wondering what happened. Because A.J. Green's a great receiver. I won't give you guys the Bengals that. They have a great receiver in the future, A.J. Green, though. But if I were A.J. Green, I'd take the rest of the season off. There's no way to come back from a hamstring tear this year. The guys are 3-6-1, not going to make the postseason, and I see Marvin Lewis getting fired at the end of the year. I see him being him, Gus Bradley. I see John Harbaugh possibly getting fired at the end of this year if the Ravens don't make it, which is definitely not a possibility because they got a tough stretch for the rest of the schedule. Yeah, this is Ian. They're showing a ticker that goes, Ian Rappaport reports a significant tear in A.J. Green's hamstring, which I honestly still think the Bengals could beat the Ravens. Don't get me wrong. I still think they could beat the Ravens both times. But, okay, well, Sean McCoy's going to play next week versus the Jaguars. Okay, I already knew he was going to play. But yeah, pretty much the Bengals are done, unfortunately. I think the Bengals without A.J. Green are completely done. They're going to have Boyd step up. They're going to have Tyler Eifert playing because I still think they have some offense. I just don't think with A.J. Green, they don't have that kind of guy where they can pretty much take it. Oh, my God, I saw this. Leonard Floyd got a huge injury. Like his neck was like he had to take him to the hospital. He was moving, but like he literally had a play where he literally just passed out, and they had to take him on a stretcher. That was scary. I was watching that game. I'm like, oh my God, that's awful. But anyway, guys, that was pretty much my big thing. I'm so happy the Steelers won. The Browns are now 0-11, which I honestly think they'll go 2-14. I think they will get a victory against the Bengals and Cleveland, and I think they will get the victory against the. Oh yeah, I saw this. This is the hamstring tear from A.J. Green. I'm like, oh man, that's kind of hurt. Yeah, that sucks for the Bengals. Be significant, not good. But yeah, pretty much the Steelers got a big victory. The Browns could have a chance to go in 16. They are 0-11 right now. They're not beating us in Pittsburgh. That is for sure, because the Steelers just destroyed Cleveland at home. I was very scared and very nervous about this game because it wasn't Cleveland. That was the only reason I was scared, because it wasn't Cleveland. I was anxious all week. I was just going to be like, you know what? I'm not going to really say anything. I'm not going to say it's going to be a blowout. I think it will be close. It was close for most of the game until that Javon Hargrave touchdown. But man, I was so happy when they got that 24. That when they got that touchdown, I was yelling. I was going, yeah, let's go Steelers at the sports bar where I was at. If you guys don't know what it was called, it's called Duffy's. I was there for the game. I was there for the second half. I couldn't make the first half because I was playing flag football. I got my sunburn. Unfortunately, it sucks. But yeah, pretty much though, it was a great time though watching this game. It was a lot of fun. Got to eat some good food. Got to see my Steelers win, which was awesome. It's the same place I watched the Steelers Browns game last year at Cleveland. This is the same. That was the same exact bar. I decided to go feeling like, you know what, it could be some mojo. Steelers. I like seeing them play. Out on the bar. Maybe they'll do something because the last time I went to another dub, they got destroyed by the Ravens, which was unfortunate. But Steelers won. It's a good spot to watch the Steelers-Browns game. They're very nice people there at Duffy's, so I was very happy about that. Overall, though, the Steelers definitely deserved to win. It was a great game. Steelers played excellent defense. They gave up 20 rushing yards when giving up compared to giving up like over 200 last week to Ezekiel. So the defense had a complete 180 turn from that last game against the Cowboys. And people are gonna be like saying in the comments like, "Oh, it's just the Browns. It's not a significant victory. It's just the Cleveland Browns. Any team can beat the Browns." I'm like, you know what, people? I don't care if it's against the Browns. I don't care if we got only got 24 points, 17 from offense. I really don't care. We got the victory. That is going to set up big things. Next up, we got the Colts, who have one of the worst pass defenses in the NFL. We have put up over 45 points against the Colts the past 2 games, which I think will probably dominate them again in Indianapolis. Even though it's in Indianapolis, I still think we're going to dominate them. Their pass defense is still terrible. We just got to look out for their receiving core, which is pretty good. I will say the Colts have a very good receiving core and very young receiving core. One of the guys comes from FIU, which is FAU's rival. Don't even get me started on FAU. But overall, though, Pittsburgh is going to look pretty good. They got a very good game against Indianapolis next week, which I'll be watching at home. I think it's Thanksgiving. Then we got 10 days rest and playing the Giants, which I honestly think we could win. Honestly, if you want to know my honest opinion, I think we could sweep the rest of the entire series, like the entire rest of the games, except for maybe Buffalo. They'll probably give us a tough time, but I honestly think if we lose to Buffalo, we'll still be 10-6 and win the division. Because Baltimore right now has a tough schedule. They're not going to do well. It's going to be another losing streak for them because they barely beat us. They even should have beaten us because how bad the game was officiated. They got past the Browns where the Browns were doing horrible. They got the Bengals next, which I honestly think the Bengals could beat them because the good thing is the Cincinnati Bengals own Baltimore. Even if it's at home or if it's at Baltimore or Cincinnati or in Baltimore, the Bengals seem to own the Ravens every week. Then they definitely are going to have a tough time because they got the Bengals at home, at the Dolphins at home, which I also think the Dolphins will play very well. Then they got at New England, home against Philly, at Pittsburgh, and at Cincinnati. I honestly think they'll go 6-10. Maybe 7-9. I honestly don't see the Ravens winning that much. Steelers got the Colts, and they did release the early lines. They're 2.5-point favorites over Indianapolis, which is going to be good. We got the Vikings and Lions is 2.5 too, right, for Detroit, which is going to be a pretty good game. Then you got the Redskins Cowboys, which will be a very good game too, because I don't think that they're it's Dallas 6.5, even though the Redskins ain't even happened yet, they still bet on the Cowboys. But it's honestly okay because the Cowboys are a great team. I don't see them losing more than 2 games. I honestly think the AFC playoffs, if this is a dream scenario, if this happens, I'd be very happy. But for AFC, in New England 13-3, Pittsburgh 11-5, Oakland 11-5, because we would get the tiebreaker over Oakland, or it could be 10-6 Oakland. Then Houston 9-7, Denver at 10-6, and then Kansas City at 9-7, or Buffalo. I honestly think after that Kansas City game, I think Buffalo's going to take that last spot. I don't see Kansas City really doing well the second half of the season. They got 2 games against Denver, which they're not winning either of them. They got some tough teams. I don't see Kansas. I think Kansas City's going to struggle the second half, but they'll be 9-7 still. So, oh wow, this is a good catch by Dorial Green Beckham for the scene. I'm watching the Red Zone Seahawks game. Very happy about today's victory. This is going to start something. This is going to start our hot streak right now. Steelers gonna go on a hot streak right now. We got Indianapolis. We got after the Indianapolis game, we win that game big. We got 10 days rest before the Giants. That is going to be huge. And they're playing in Pittsburgh. That is going to be big because the Giants are definitely not the Cowboys. Eli Manning is a turnover machine. They did not play well today for the most part against the Bears, which they should have dominated, but unfortunately didn't. One thing I wanted to get about before I end this video is my Survivor Series prediction, which is coming up because Survivor Series is tonight, and they'll be doing a lot of matches tonight. It starts at 7, which is stupid, and it's going to go on for 4 hours, which I really don't like. Starting out, like it's going to be. I don't know if there's any pre-show matches, but I think. Oh wait, there is a couple pre-show matches. Let me go to Wikipedia real quick. I'm going to go to Wikipedia because they'll have. Yes, Wikipedia is a viable source of information if people don't know. Trust me, I'm out of college, even though college didn't want it. You know what? I'm out of college. I don't need to listen to those bullshit professors anymore. So, yeah. So, Survivor Series, I can use Wikipedia because Wikipedia is. Oh, they have no pre-show matches. Wow, I'm surprised. There's no pre-show matches. They don't have a single pre-show match coming in. They're just going to start at 7, which I'm actually surprised about. So, starting out is the first match, which is Brian Kendrick versus Kalisto for the Cruiserweight Championship. This is going to be a very good match. I think Brian Kendrick will. I think Brian Kendrick is definitely going to be a very strong match. Kalisto is definitely a strong candidate, like a good wrestler as well. But I see an upset. I see Kendrick losing to Kalisto. And I see him doing like a best of 3 series matches against Kalisto and Kendrick. I think SmackDown is a perfect place for the Cruiserweights because they'll be able to show off their skills and keep the show. And SmackDown is definitely better than Raw because Raw's 3 hours and that's dumb. So yeah, I see the Cruiserweight Championship going to Kalisto. Next up is the Miz with Maurice versus Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship. I honestly do not get why they put the title back on Miz. That is the dumbest idea ever. Only literally after a month and a half, they give the title back to the freaking Jizz. I cannot stand the Jizz at all. He is horrible. He's a terrible wrestler, terrible heel. Sami Zayn's winning. I'm sorry. Even though if the Miz wins, I'll be very upset about it. I see Sami Zayn, though, finally giving him a push because they need Sami Zayn to get a big push. Sami Zayn with the Intercontinental title on Raw makes it look so much better. It gives Raw definitely more prestige having the Intercontinental and the United States title on the main on that match. But yeah, I got Sami Zayn winning. I think the titles are going to switch. The Cruiserweights are going to SmackDown, and Raw's going to get the Intercontinental title, which I think is a great move. I think SmackDown with the Cruiserweights is a really good choice for them. So, yeah. Next match is the Team Raw 5-on-5 Survivor Series. There's 3 of them, which is, I don't get why it's ridiculous. There's three matches, Survivor Series matches. The first is the Divas one, which is Team Raw, Charlotte Flair, Bayley, Nia Jax, Alicia Fox, and Sasha Banks, with Dana Brooke versus Team SmackDown, Nikki Bella, Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, Carmella, and Naomi. This match, honestly, is going to be very, very ridiculous. It's going to be very boring. I'm not a big fan. I'm not going to be looking forward to this match at all. This is going to be my most least anticipated match in the entire card. Even I know it's not because of the Divas. It's just because it's going to be very predictable. It's going to be stupid. Yeah, I got the Team SmackDown winning. I think they're just a much better team overall. I think Natalya's a good coach for them. I think Dana Brooke's just weak, and she's going to cost Charlotte Flair a match against Becky Lynch. I think it will come down to Charlotte Flair and Charlotte and Becky Lynch is the last two. I think the last four will be Sasha Banks, Charlotte, Becky Lynch, and Big Nikki Bella. But I think Nikki's gonna beat Sasha for some reason, which would be stupid. But yeah, Team SmackDown. I got Team SmackDown winning. Next up is Team Raw, which is the 10 out of 10 tag team match, which it's going to be a little ridiculous too. Team Raw is the New Day, Biggie and Kofi Kingston or Xavier Woods, Sheamus and Cesaro, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, the Bullet Club, Enzo and Big Cass, and the Shining Stars versus Team SmackDown, Heath Slater, Rhino, the Hype Bros, American Alpha, the Usos, and Breezango. I got Team Raw. I think they're just completely a much better team. They got much better talent because even though the only good teams for SmackDown are Heath Slater and Rhino and American Alpha, which American Alpha is going to look very good in this match. I think they're going to do a really good match with this, but Team Raw is a much better team overall. I got Team Raw winning. Then you got the big Survivor Series match, the Champions Survivor Series match, which is Team Raw with Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho, Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, and Seth Rollins versus Team SmackDown, AJ Styles, Dean Ambrose, Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton, and Shane McMahon with James Ellsworth. This is a very, very surprising match. I am definitely looking forward to it because the star power here. Why isn't Rusev on there? That's what I'm surprised about is Rusev's not on the Team Raw one. But I guess they wanted to put Braun Strowman to show his size and give him a big push, which I honestly think is a good move. But I think Team Raw just has the better charisma. And I think there's the better overall team. It's definitely going to be a good match. I'm looking forward to it as well. And John Cena's not in for SmackDown here, which I'm very surprised about as well, which I think is the first time John Cena hasn't been in a Survivor Series match in a long time, which is good because I don't like John Cena. I think his Thuganomics is much better, but yeah, I think that's a good give me a good match. I like that Survivor Series match. I think it's going to be pretty good. And yeah, I got the Team Raw, and then finally the last match of the night, which is Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg. This is going to be a very interesting match. I'm very excited for this match, and this is going to be a great match. I'm definitely looking forward to it. Even though WrestleMania 20 was a terrible match, I see this as definitely a redeem it. I just think it's going to be a redeem it. I honestly see Goldberg winning. I think Goldberg is going to win. I think it will be very close, but I think Goldberg's going to come out of nowhere out of a spear. Once Brock Lesnar tries to pick up Goldberg for F5, he's going to hit, but Goldberg's going to somehow land off the F5 and then spear Lesnar for the victory. I also see that happening, but yeah, I see Goldberg winning. I think it's going to be a great match. I don't think it'll be a great Survivor Series, but I think it's going to have – I want to see something good. I want to see a good Survivor Series, and I don't think it will even come close to topping NXT TakeOver. And there's usually the habit where if the NXT TakeOver event's very good, the WWE main show pay-per-view is not going to be as good, which I honestly think it won't be as good. So, yeah, I don't expect too much from the Survivor Series, but I definitely am looking forward to the traditional Survivor Series elimination match and the Brock Lesnar match. That's mainly what I'm looking forward to. So, that being said, I'm going to end this video. It was definitely a lot of fun talking to you guys about this video, talking about the Steelers doing a victory lap for the great victory today. And yeah, I'm just hoping the rest of my predictions hold up for the NFL predictions. I'm going to get ready for Survivor Series. I'm just going to chill, probably walk my dog for a little bit, because I definitely know she needs a walk. And it'd be nice to get some fresh air now because I've been inside most of the day and doing flag football. But I want to get a chance to walk my dog. I want to my day off of work. So with that being said, that's pretty much mainly it. I don't know if there will be a podcast episode this week because the only day off by Mr. Shane is Thursday, which is Thanksgiving, and I really don't want to do a Thanksgiving episode. I will do a Pick'ems predictions Thanksgiving episode because that's going to be early in the day, but You guys should be able to spend your time with your family on Thanksgiving. I know I'm going to be spending time with my family on Thanksgiving, watching some football, eating some great food. That's why I'm not really going to eat as much. I'm probably just going to probably won't eat as much tomorrow, like the coming days, so I can prepare for a big Thanksgiving feast and prepare for the Steelers game, which I'm going to be so looking forward to all day because the last Thanksgiving game we had was a blowout. So I think we'll play much better this time around. That's pretty much going to do it for me, though. I'm just going to chill, get ready for Survivor Series, watch some football, walk my dog, and yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna join you guys. I'll be on Mr. NGC Network's video for the Survivor Series review. I just don't know when that will be happening. Hopefully tomorrow before I go see Bad Santa 2, which I'm very looking forward to. But yeah, that's about it, guys. I'll see you guys later. Stay awesome and go Steelers. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go.